Hey guys, and welcome back to another Generation Shift video. I'm Matt, and today we're going to do another unboxing. Now in front of you, you have the two new Gundabad Ogres. They come in a set each. So yeah, we're going to unbox these on camera. I picked these up yesterday, and I picked some up for a few people to send out. So guys, without further ado, let's take a closer look. So this is Gundabad Ogre 1. And this one looks directly out of the film, you know. Look at that. Lovely sculpts. Very ugly, but yeah, as you can see. And this is number 2. Stepping on a dead dwarf. So guys, let's open number 1 first. Now I have opened this previously, and I've taken the base rail off one of them just because I wanted to try the base. So in the back there you see the instructions. It tells you, so it's 5 parts. So that usually comes attached to there. You get a 50mm base, you get the arms, and you get the head. So let's have a look at the detail. So as you can see, very highly detailed. The skin texture is brilliant. Lots of little calluses going all over him. Look at that. The rope going around the nasty cloth. Excuse me. And yeah, like sort of creases to his toes. Let's have a look at his feet. Look at that, 4 toes. Look at the toenails. There we go. Now I've noticed on this one, it's got a bit of nasty mould line, so I'm going to have to do some filling on that. But it's not the end of the world. So move that to the side. Next we have the arms. Again, texture is all over these. Another mould line on the arms. But shouldn't take too much to clean up. So yeah, the hand there, very well detailed. So 5 fingers on the hand, which is a bit odd. And last of all, let's just check. Yep. So they have 4 toes and 5 fingers. Right, this is the mace, or the big club. I think this has been cast so well. Really, really nice detail. Looks very nasty. Yeah. And then last of all, we come to the face. Look at that. Now that is really, really well sculpted and very, very well casted. So I mean, if you look at the teeth, look at that, guys. That's going to be really nice to paint up. Alright, so next, guys, we have Gundabad Ogre 2. So let's get him out of the box. This one's still on the base rail. And this one comes with an extra part as well. So, 50mm base. The body, so he's stepping up. More texture on the body. Bit of things I need to get rid of just to help it mould. So I mean, it looks really kind of realistic. You've got the belly's hanging and then the skin's pulling around at the side. And yeah, just really gnarly. It's lovely. So next we got the arms for this one. These ones aren't as bad, they don't have a mould line, but the detail's still captured just as nicely. And next we have the club. This is actually a nicer one. It's, two clubs are very nice too. This one's, I think, a bit more chunky. But I think both with the heads and the clubs you'll be able to swap them over. And then last of all we have this. So that's the head. There we go. Bit of a mould line down the head, which is a bit annoying, but I'll just have to sculpt around it. And then that's the dwarf, the dead dwarf on the base, which he's stepping on. So guys, that's, you know, that's really well detailed, and yeah, let's get these built up, and I'll be back in a second to show you the scale of them. So guys, I've taken these away and assembled them, and as you can see, they've been assembled and based. So basically, let's have a look at the scale of them. These are wonderfully detailed miniatures, and the scale is brilliant. Look how big they are. So they are very imposing, and especially if we bring a hobbit across, just look at the size of that club. You would definitely not want to get hit by that, especially if you're that small. Not even if you're that size. But yeah, so very imposing miniatures to have in your Azog's Legion. So yeah, these are on two of my Raven Outpost bases. These are 50mm bases, and it really helps with the scale. Just having a few different base sizes on the battlefield. But yeah, let's have a look at the first one. So if we pull this closer, guys, you can see the detail is really crisp, as we saw before. The club is massive. There's going to be a bit of gap filling and resculpting around the wrist, like the Berserkers, and also in the shoulders and behind the neck. But apart from that, guys, there's really not much to do. So I hope to get that filled in tonight and then sprayed, ready for painting. But there's a few little mould lines left to get rid of on the mace or club. But yeah, this one ends in like a bone sort of scheme. Yeah. But yeah, very nice. And this is number 2. This one took a bit longer, as you can see, because I posed him on top of the dwarf, which he comes with the dwarf, but I've had to reposition the dwarf's arm so it's going downwards instead of lying on the floor. I also got rid of all the mud around the dwarf, which was painstaking, but it was worth it in my opinion. And also slightly bent up one of the ankles, just so, because he's got one extra layer to go up. But yeah, I'm really pleased with this one. I think it looks brilliant, really imposing, and just those extra layers on the base really give multi-dimensions to a battlefield. And so likewise, I just need to fill in that behind there, his neck. It's got a little tiny mould, bubble. These need filling in, but this shouldn't be too hard because the skin's really gnarly anyway. So if you fill it in a little bit and just blur the lines, then you should be fine. Shouldn't have any problems. I just need to fill a bit underneath the dwarf. But yeah, really happy with these guys. They're really nice miniatures. Yeah, will you be picking up any? I encourage you to pick some up. My one thing is they both have got their clubs down, and I'd like to see some sort of raised or swinging their clubs, because both of the poses are quite static in that sort of respect. But that's nothing that I can't convert in the future if I wanted to get any more.
So guys, as requested, I'm going to do a little bit of a Tactica now on from in each of the unboxing. I don't play a lot of games, so I'm not the greatest for doing this, but I'm going to talk over the profile and how I think I would use them in the battle. So as we see, we've unboxed the Ogres, the Gundabad Ogres, and let's go and have a look at the profiles. Now these are a very cheap, affordable monster that you can get in your army, and let's just find the profile in the strategy battle game. There and back again. So if we go quickly to their entry, here we go. So a Gundabad Ogre, armed with a wooden club, so you can use all the rules for clubs and stuff. So, but he's a hero, not a hero, sorry, he's a monster. So he'll be able to do all the brutal power attacks. Okay, so profile's pretty good. It's got 8-inch movement, so you're going to be running up with these guys, chucking a heroic march, and you're going to be getting quite a distance along the battlefield. So one of the fastest moving monsters in the game, except for winged obviously. But and next we have a Fight 5, which is pretty good. Fight 5 is going to be beating. You're going to want to put these against your standard troops and also some minor heroes, some pretty good heroes actually. Any kind of Fight 5 heroes or Fight 4, probably Fight 4 like Rowan captains and stuff like that. And then shoot value 5+, doesn't really matter. Good strength, the strength 6, which is really good. Strength of cave troll. So these are coming at the cave troll level. I think they're 20 points cheaper than the cave troll, but I'm not sure. Can't remember. Defense 5. Now that's the bit that lets them down. They are a bit squishy, and as they should be. They're not very. Well, as you see in the films, they're quite easy to take down, so it does replicate that a bit. But they have got 3 attacks and 3 wounds, so yes, they're a bit squishy, but you can keep them around for a bit if you mix them around the battlefield. And courage 3, standard Gundabad warrior profile courage, but they have a special rule, which means they can charge through ranks of their own troops to get to things. Okay, but any model they pass through stuff as a strength 3 hit. Now this can be really good if you need to get somewhere and then do like a brutal power attack. However, it can be bad with things like compel and yeah, all the magical powers. And even worse is that at the end of their move phase, the model they end on is automatically removed as a casualty, so that's ignoring any kind of saves or anything like that. So you're going to have to be careful where you put these guys on the battlefield. They are lovely models, but you're going to want to keep them away from your heroes. So I think maybe they're quite flanking sort of monsters. Keep them away from your captains and your special warriors, but they can only pass through friendly orcs, goblins, warbats. Okay, so that does not include mounted models, so that's pretty good. So if you mount your captains and wargs, well, you can't really do it with a Gundabad captain, but Azog and Bolg are going to be safe if they're on a warg. So yeah, that's the profile, guys. I think it's pretty good. I'm going to paint 2 of these up and include them in my army. I'd like a few more just to convert them and make it look a bit more imposing, but my force is really starting to come along now. But yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. A nice detailed look at the new Forge World Gundabad Ogres. Great models. I think they're worth the price compared to other things. They are quite expensive, but you're not going to be wanting a whole lot of them. And the quality we're getting from Forge World is brilliant. So thanks, guys, for watching this. Take care of yourselves. Hope to see you in the next video. I should be doing hobby vlog, hobby weekly video soon. I've got a lot I've been doing. I've been working on some more bases, and also I get my house tomorrow, so I'm going to start work on that. So it's up in the air about what's going to happen over the next few weeks, but I'm going to try and keep some videos coming away after not doing any for a few weeks. Just even if it's a little bit, I'd like to keep the content coming. So guys, thanks for watching, take care of yourselves, and as always, happy hobbying.